Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. I'm starting to feel a little bit better today, starting to get my voice back and everything, so figured it was time to get back to work on some more news videos where I actually speak. But I did want to say thank you to everybody that reached out, left comments and everything, and, gave me well wishes, basically. I thank you guys so much. I didn't have a chance to really reply to everybody yet, but hopefully I'll get that chance over time. But again, we've got more news today. Not a whole lot, but there's been so much Jurassic news and everything lately. It's been crazy. But before we get into the Jurassic, I did want to show you guys this, which is the prototype for the upcoming Beasts of the Mesozoic Andrewsarchus, and it looks super cool. I'm so excited to see some prehistoric mammals entering this line. I know they're not quite ready for release, clearly, as we're looking at an unpainted prototype, but I'm just generally so excited to have prehistoric mammals in the Beasts of the Cenozoic line, and definitely excited to finally get some of these in my hands at some point in the near future. And then a thank you has to go out to Dino Mike Mac, but we have a look at some new Jurassic World Rebirth figures we haven't seen yet, and I've been really anticipating the unveiling of these. These are the Takara Tomy Jurassic World Rebirth figures, and as you can see, we've got quite a healthy dose of these figures coming, with everything from the Quetzalcoatlus to the Mosasaurus to the Spinosaurus to the Tyrannosaurus. We've got a lot coming, and I am so excited to get some of these in my hands so I can start getting some reviews up for you guys here on the channel. I'm not entirely sure when these are going to release, but I'm definitely psyched for the release of these. And then a thank you has to go out to Collect Jurassic, as we are basically going to have a few things that I missed here over the last couple days from Mattel. First of all, we have some official images of the Power Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex, and this one definitely looks like a fire-breathing T-Rex if you ask me, which is completely ridiculous, but again, sculpt-wise it looks really fun. Not a huge fan of the light-up action feature, but I'm sure kids will get a kick out of it. But I'm just so hyped for the upcoming Tyrannosaurus from Mattel, because they all look so good, and this is yet another perfect example of how darn nice the new Mattel Tyrannosaurs look, again, excluding the ridiculous light-up feature. We also have numerous looks at some of the other figures that I only had included one angle of, because at the time I only knew of one angle. But first of all, we have the Chelantosaurus that is coming from Mattel, and this one looks gorgeous. I'm actually a massive fan of this figure. As always, I would have loved to have seen more coloration leading out into the tail, but even without it, I feel like it still looks really cool and has a nice theme to it as far as the way it starts out with light tones but ends with dark tones. And again, the sculpt is absolutely incredible if you ask me. Then we also have a look at the Perosaurus, which again I had only one angle of previously. This figure looks so epic. I cannot wait for this. I'm not a big fan of the paint application because I think it's kind of boring, but the sculpt is really well done, and I can't wait to get at least two of these so I can repaint one myself. Collect Jurassic also shared some alternate images of some of the upcoming Hammond Collection releases. We can see we have some images of the Stegosaurus, which I think looks really nice in the newest round of images. I'm so hyped to get these new Hammond Collection figures in my hands. They're not too far off as far as the release date goes. And then of course we also have the Spinosaurus, which again looks pretty darn incredible, and I cannot wait to see this one in person also. This is actually the image where the original shot of the tiger-striped raptor originated from, as you can see it standing back there. Then we also have that full wide shot of the kid playing with all sorts of Mattel figures, again Jurassic World Rebirth figures, and this is the image basically where we got the shot of some of the other new figures that are coming, like the Spiclipius and stuff. So just kind of wanted to show this one off just in case you hadn't seen the full image yet. And then we also have some story pack sets, which do look really fun. We usually get ourselves some story pack sets from Mattel, and you can see the first one is Dr. Henry Loomis versus the Pteranodon, and this one looks really cool. Again, Henry Loomis looks quite nice, pretty close to what he looks like actually in screen in the film, but we also have a Pteranodon that now has the ability to stand, and that is super cool, and I think the coloration and everything looks quite nice on that. I'm really excited to see this new Pteranodon just based on the ability of its standing. We also have Duncan Kincaid versus the Velociraptor. I will say I'm not a huge fan of these new raptor sculpts. I think they look really weird. Something is just super off about them. I don't know exactly how to put my finger on it. Maybe it's just like the head and neck area just looks elongated and awkward. but maybe that's how the raptor looks. We haven't really seen a good full reveal like of it actually in the film yet. But then again, Duncan Kincaid, I think, looks awesome. He looks like a really nice figure and definitely captures his likeness. And then we also have Ruben Delgado versus the Parasaurolophus, and this one as well looks quite nice. Again, the Ruben figure looks really well done, and of course the Parasaurolophus features the same coloration that we had seen from Jurassic World Dominion. Again, now I guess reappearing here in Jurassic World Rebirth, or at least a similar coloration. Also kind of similar to the older Parasaurolophus figure that we had received from Mattel, but I think the sculpt and everything on this new version is really well done, and the paint apps actually look quite nice as well. So definitely more really fun stuff coming for the Jurassic World Rebirth line, and at this point, if you're not excited, I don't know what could possibly get you excited. So let me know in the comments section what you guys think of all of this, and of course, when I have more news, I will bring it your way, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.